Hey there, welcome to Storytime. It's me, Josh. Thank you so much for being here. Super excited for another story as always, and I hope you are too. Today we're going to be reading Little Miss Sunshine from the Little Miss Library. For you little misses and Mr. Men out there, look forward to this. Let's find out what Little Miss Sunshine is about. Get comfortable, get ready wherever you are, because we're about to delve into story time. That's right, well done. Okay, this doesn't sound like lots of fun already. Let me read the first words out to you. Welcome to Misery Land. Does that sound a little bit sad? Do you know what misery is? Some said sadness? Yeah. Misery is like being sad. It's like the opposite of happy. We say welcome, but there really isn't very much to welcome you about it. It's the most miserable place in the world. Misery Land worms look like this. They're all very sad. Look at them all crying. Like, oh. And when the birds wake up in the morning in Misery Land, they don't start singing, they start crying. Oh, it really is an awful place. These poor birds just wake up in the morning. And the king of Misery Land is even worse. He sits in his throne all day long with tears streaming down his face. Oh, I'm so unhappy. He keeps sobbing over and over and over again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. The king there, tears streaming down his face. It's sad. Little Miss Sunshine had been on holiday. She had a lovely time and now she was driving home. She was whistling happily to herself as she drove along when out of the corner of her eye she saw a signpost to Misery Land. Misery Land, she thought to herself. I've never heard of that before. And she turned off down the road. There's Little Miss Sunshine driving a car. She came to a sign which read, "You are now entering Misery Land." And underneath it, it said, "Smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, forbidden by order of the king." Little Miss Sunshine reading the sign there seems a bit shocked. Like, oh, I don't know if I can be here. Oh dear, thought Little Miss Sunshine as she drove along. She came to a castle with a huge door. A soldier stopped her. "What do you want?" he asked gloomily. "I want to see the king," smiled Little Miss Sunshine. "You're under arrest," said the soldier. "But why?" asked Little Miss Sunshine. "For a most serious crime," replied the soldier. "Most serious, indeed." You think it might be because she smiled? Maybe? Let's find out. The soldier marched Little Miss Sunshine through the huge door, and across a courtyard, and through another huge door, and up an enormous staircase, and along a long corridor, and through another huge door, and into a gigantic room, and at the end of this gigantic room sat the king, crying his eyes out. There's Little Miss Sunshine, you can see, and the soldier, the silhouette of them walking up. Got a long journey to get to the king. "Your Majesty," said the soldier, bowing low, "I have arrested this person for a most serious crime." The king stopped crying. "She smiled at me," said the soldier. So it was a smile. There was a shocked silence. "She did what?" cried the king. Oh, I'm sorry, cried the king. So it's more like, "She did what?" "She smiled at me," repeated the soldier. The king doesn't look too happy there, hey? Nope. Hopefully Miss Sunshine can spread some light or sunshine and make everybody a little bit less miserable, hey? Hopefully? Yeah? "But why is smiling not allowed?" laughed Little Miss Sunshine. "She laughed at me," cried the king. "Why not?" she chuckled. "She chuckled," cried the king. Little Miss Sunshine giggled. "She giggled," went on the king, and he burst into tears again. "But why are these things not allowed?" asked Little Miss Sunshine. "Because this is Misery Land," wept the king. "And they've never been allowed," he sobbed. "Oh, I was so unhappy before you arrived," he wailed. "But now I'm twice as unhappy." Little Miss Sunshine looked at him. "But wouldn't you like to be happy?" she asked. "Of course I would," cried the king. But how can I be? This is misery land. Little Miss Sunshine thought. Come on, she said. You can't talk to me like that, sobbed the king. Don't be silly, she replied, and led him across the gigantic room and through the huge door and along the long corridor and down the enormous staircase and through the huge door, across the courtyard and through the huge door to her car. Get in, she said. You can see them through the archway there, walking to Little Miss Sunshine's car. Little Miss Sunshine drove the crying king back to the large notice. Dry your eyes, she said, then handed him a large handkerchief from her handbag. And then from her handbag she produced a large pen. 5 minutes later she'd finished. Instead of saying, "You are now entering misery land, smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, forbidden by order of the king," do you know what it said now? You are now entering laughter land, smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, permitted by order of the king. There, said Little Miss Sunshine. Now you can be happy. I don't know how to be happy, sniffed the king. I've never tried it. There's Little Miss Sunshine. Happy, happy, happy there. Oh wow, look at the king, smiling away. Big laughter there. Let's see what why this is happening. And Little Miss Sunshine seems like she's saving the day. Nonsense, said Little Miss Sunshine. It's really very easy, she smiled. The king tried to smile. Not bad, she laughed. The king tried to laugh. Getting better, she chuckled. The king tried to chuckle. You've got it, she giggled. The king looked at her. So I have, he giggled. I'm the king of Laughterland. I love it. I love it. He started off so sad in Miseryland, and now he's the king happy in Laughterland. Isn't that cool? Yeah. As Little Miss Sunshine arrived home, there was Mr. Happy out for an evening stroll. Hello, he grinned. Where have you been? Miseryland, she replied. Miseryland, he said. I didn't know there was such a place. Little Miss Sunshine giggled. Actually, she said. Little Miss Sunshine driving there. Mr. Happy's like, hey. There isn't. So actually, she said, there isn't. Because technically, there isn't a Miseryland anymore, is there? Because it's now Laughterland. Yeah. Isn't that cool? That was a really nice story. Love those happy, positive messages, and they're all throughout all of these stories. So we're going to continue on down the Little Miss Library collection. Look forward to reading more. Don't worry, I'll be back with another story really soon. Bye for now, not forever. Thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure you subscribe. Click the bell below if you like watching these stories. Then you can visit the page and read these stories whenever you like. All right, bye-bye.